Okay, so another problem with this is that someone's been trying to sand this a while back, by the looks of it, and went against the grain. And there's a few scratches here and there. There's a fair few scratches. So the way you get rid of that problem, I'm not sure if the camera can actually see that, but there are scratches there. Okay, a fair few of them. Looks like something else has been through it too. I'm not sure what, but there's been scratches as well as I'm going against the grain with the sanding. So we're gonna, the way you get rid of that is sand it and go with the grain until it all disappears. Now to clean this, we're gonna need two buckets, two small buckets or whatever size you want. We want one is soap. This has got soap on it. Any soap will do. This is just detergent from the laundry. Okay. We want a bucket with just clean water, and we want a sponge preferred with steel on it for the washing, and one to wipe it. We also want a bucket to drain the water off from here so it doesn't go all over the floor. A mop bucket will be enough. You can just grab the sponge and put it in there. We also want to dust it off first with a duster. Okay, it's pretty easy. Women do it all the time. They clean the tables, you know, and even men do it these days. I mean, let's not be prejudiced. I mean, I'm doing it now. Okay, well, not in cleaning, but in repairing the table, but it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, so we just dust it, give it a good dust. Okay, that way away from your containers. You don't want to dust it this way and let it go into the containers. Okay, so come here and just quickly just dust all this dust off to our best. Okay, come here, just get all this dust out. Okay, now obviously those who know about woodwork is there is an extra thing that I'm doing in washing it, because if you can't sand this all the way down, okay, and when, it will sand the stains off if it's got stains, and all the dust it will just take away. You just need to dust it off with this, and just take all the dirt and that away. The sanding will sand it all away. But just to secure the ground and make it a little bit more better, I'm taking the trouble of actually cleaning it first, and then we go through the sanding as well. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Just get as much as you can off that. Okay, just like that. Okay, now that is pretty clean up there. Okay. Okay, just like that. Okay. One important thing, okay, is that when we do this, we also have to clean the table here. Okay, we also got to clean the table here. Otherwise, there's going to be dust on it. Okay, as we clean this away from the containers. Okay, with clean water is. Okay, the dust on the floor is alright. I can sweep it later on. Okay, so I'm going in here. Okay, I've got a clean table there to work on. Now we put this back here. Okay. Okay. So back in a moment with some more. Excuse me. Okay. So this lesson is about repairing this table here. And the first thing we do is we inspect it. We inspect it two ways. This is someone else's table. Well, it was my table, but it was made by someone else. So the first thing we do is we inspect how it's made. That way we get ideas to learn how to make things out of scratch. So have a quick look here. I know exactly what they've done here, and you learn new things just by looking how it's done. The next thing we do is we want to repair it now. So we look for faults. For example, over here, it's got holes here. I'm not sure the camera can see that, but it's got holes there. We want to feel it. In this case, the holes are little, and this type of wood is different to other type of wood, and it's little holes. So we want to use polyfiller or putty for this. We don't want to use any sawdust mixed with glue here for this particular job. The best thing will be putty or polyfiller. Okay, so we're going to fill in the holes, and we've got sand. As you saw, we've got to sand this. We're going to go with the grain and sand this all the way until it gets down to this color here. As you can see, it's like a cross here, because what this was a little piece of wood here, if I remember correctly, and a glass went on it, but that's no longer available. So we're going to sand this all the way down to that white spot, and then polyfill the holes and varnish it. This will be the last thing that we do, and varnish the whole thing. Okay. Before we do all that, we want to see if this tape is still strong. Because after all that time, it could be falling apart. It looks like a strong joints here. A strong as, okay? They're strong, okay? Okay, this is a strong table. It will last at least another 100 years. So, yeah, because of the joints here are very good here in joints here. The joinery. So, joinery lasts a lot longer than wood that's put together without joinery. Okay, so that's going to last at least 50 or 100 years as estimated time. That's good enough as it is. So we're going to repair that. We know that it doesn't need anything else here other than sanding a lot, filling in the holes, sanding again down to the thing, and then varnish it. Because we've got to go down to the wood almost, we might need more than one coat. When you varnish, as I repeat in one other lesson, if it's got the colour already there from previous varnish, it means it's got a few coats on there. So if I didn't have to go down to that white thing here with the crossings down to here, because of this I have to go down to here, otherwise you'll see that. Okay, this thing here. Okay, but if I didn't have to go down to that, say that was in there, you just have to give it a light sanding, and the previous varnish is already there. So all you've got to do is varnish it once or twice over it with a sanding in between coats, and that will be fine because it's already got the varnish underneath. You just have to clean it and varnish it. Okay, so the first thing we do is we clean this first. First of all, we clean this with a sponge and soap. This will not wreck the wood, because what happens is the way wood rots away, usually when it's left outside, is that, see, like these holes in here, all these holes, if water goes on there, for example, and creates a puddle in there, or on the side of the leg where it's on the ground or something, or leaning somewhere on the ground, where it creates a puddle, if this was on the ground, then after a long time that water cannot escape, because it's created a puddle, very much like putting it in a glass, except it's in a puddle here where the holes are, and this is what rots the wood away after a long period of time. But if the water goes on here and flushes away, or you wash it away, wipe it away, this is not going to rot the wood. This is going to actually make it stronger, the wood, because within 1 hour the water will dry. Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is give it a good wash with a sponge and soap, because it's been lifting dust for a very long time. Then we've got to polyfiller it. Then we have to sand it again down to the thing, and then we have to also varnish it. So we'll be back in a moment to get that organized. So we just inspected that to see what's going on here. So I showed you how you do that. Just inspect it. This is easy to do. Anyone can just varnish this. Okay, as long as you have 1 or 2 lessons in how to do it. You've got to go with the grain. If you watch my other videos, it explains how it's done. You can't just varnish it with no experience unless you fluke it. But with 1 or 2 lessons, you should be able to do it. It's really a simple job. And if you're looking for work, you can start your own jobs, and you know, get second-hand stuff like this from people and repair them. Just a little bit of varnish, maybe. If it's too damaged, you have to learn to fix it. If it's a little bit and only needs varnish, then that's all there is to it. Okay, so be back in a moment. Okay, so just looking to where I put my duster. Just give me a second for a moment. Just wandering around. I'll be back in a moment. Hang on. Okay, so we just dusted a little bit more here on the edges here. Okay. Just over here, we didn't do it before over there, so okay, so that's it. Okay, so now what we do is we get the soap. It's a matter of cleaning up. I'm sure many people have cleaned up before the house or the tables or whatever, or the walls or furniture or whatever. It's just a matter of, you go with the grain though. You don't want to go against the grain with the stilo there, okay, to scrub it all off, because you've got to scratch it more. So where's the grain? Okay, the grain is this one. Okay, so we go along with the grain. Okay, here, as you can see, it's already starting to shine up with the old lacquer that's in there, because it's been cleaned. Okay, so I'm scrubbing not too hard because I don't want to shake the table all over the place, but hard enough to scrub everything off. Okay, okay, so just use that. Come in here. As you can see, it starts to take that water look. I'm not sure if the stain will look like that when it's dry, because this is more of the soap and water here that looks like this, but it may. It depends how dirty that is, if the stain has been worn off. In history, the stain has worn off a lot or not. They should look like this. Now you got here, just like that. Okay. Now we do that again a few times. Okay, we do that behind the scene. Okay. Okay, we just clean it again on the top here. We'll do that behind the scene and clean the rest of it behind the scene. It's just an issue of cleaning everywhere. Many people do cleaning. You know how to clean, all right? So we just clean that. They'll be back in a moment. We'll clean it behind the scenes, okay? And it'll be back in a moment. Okay, so it's a good idea. Then once you sponge it and you use this one, which we already used, this one to take off the water. Okay, so taking the water out as much as I can. Then it's a good idea to also use a dry rag or something, or in this case I'm using some tissues, and just dry that to your best. Now we still have to wash the legs. That is all this area down here. We haven't done that yet. We're just doing the top at the moment. Okay, just like that. Come in here and just wipe that and get all the water out. Okay, so we'll be back and wash the rest of it. Okay, and then just dry it with tissues. Wash all this area down here. Okay, and up there. Okay, and then we'll be back after we wash it. Okay. As you can see, we washed that properly, good and proper, and we dried it good and proper, so it needs a little bit to dry in the sun as well. So we'll leave it to dry for another hour or so, just so it can dry reasonably well with the weather. It's water, so it'll dry pretty quickly. Okay, it's not, doesn't penetrate through the wood to rot it or anything, it's just wiped it a bit. Okay, so we'll check it later on and see if it's dried. And then we just get to work in woodwork. See you soon. In about a minute, in about a second, we'll be back for more. Okay, so the next thing we've got to do is next time, not now, is sand it. Then of course what we have mentioned will take place later on. So till next time, take care, God be with you all and bless you all. And this lesson was all about how to clean this up, as you would see the video. And I'm sure you can do that. Okay, so till next time, take care. Bless you all.